slowing things down with a little folk music. Kumbaya, 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 I'm dead inside. Perfect. I've been thinking a lot lately about what it means to be human, just how wonderful it is to be having my feet on the solid ground and the air in my head. But is that all it takes to be human? Or is there something more? Are there something more special to us? Or are we just like all the other beasts of the forest, like lions and dogs and birds and giraffes and Kardashians? No. There's something different about us because as humans, we can innovate. Like when someone found a stick and decided to build something, or fend off predators, or when they were bored, stick up their bums. It's hard being human though sometimes, isn't it? You have to do all kinds of things, like walking and talking and breathing and listening and empathizing and caring. All these difficult and pleasant things. But we stretch our limits because that's what we do as a species. Or else, how would we have survived the Ice Age? Or the Black Death? Or anything that really anyone says on television these days. Jenny McCarthy. As humans, though, we do have to stretch our boundaries, and I've been working on that lately. I started when I was in high school. Right out of high school, I went to Great Britain. And Great Britain was wonderful. I loved it. I learned all about Shakespeare and about art history and about binge drinking. When I was in England, I had my very first bar fight while I witnessed it, actually in Cardiff, Wales. And it was fantastic. Oh yeah, Cardiff, what a city, right? For a little girl from Victoria, BC, Canada, it was pretty thrilling. We walked around each other for a while, and then 2 jabs, and it was all over. Not unlike my first sexual experience. I've been trying to celebrate life cycle events. Life. The opposite of Sylvester Stallone's face. And all these life cycle events I've been celebrating at my age are things like wedding showers and baby showers. And I thought long and hard about it, and I didn't have a wedding shower, and I could never have a baby shower because I'm not a selfish bitch. But there is something I do love about showers, and it goes a little something like this. That song was an instrumental. It was called Detachable Showerhead. Now, I love love. I do love it. And I know that lots of other people love love, and I'm not alone in that, at least not most of the time. And lots of people, like the famous painter Salvador Dali, loved love. Yeah, and he loved his wife Gala. He loved love so much, and he loved his wife Gala so much that he said he wanted to eat her. He called it gastroaesthetics. But then Dali also painted young virgin auto-sodomized by the horns of her own chastity. I learned what that meant the hard way. This is a song about love. It's a song about an all-consuming kind of love. I gaze into your eyes, they're so deep, and I'm so shallow, I'm reminded of the eyeballs I dissected back in high school. Those were the good old days. But now it's you and me and the scalpel in my pocket. I love you so much, it's not enough just to touch. I want to eat you, 'cause I'm a cannibal in love with you. Tasty, I mean, baby. If you find her missing a toe, know that it's because I'd hoped another one would grow. And oh, it gets me kind of hot when I imagine you simmering in a crock pot. You seem slightly worried about your joints being curried. But I'd hoped before we part you would offer me a nibble of your heart. And I'm not just being crass when I say I want to eat a bloody chunk of your ass. I am not a killer or a crook. I just really like you when you're hanging from a meat hook. And oh, when we kiss with our faces close, I want to consume your nose. I gaze into my bowl, you were in it, now it's empty. Breaking up is hard to do, especially when I'm trying to digest you. But the time has come to dump you in the toilet. It's a cycle of love for a cannibal in love. You can relate, right? I was very fortunate when I was in high school growing up because my parents wanted to expose me to new cultures. And so I went with my class to France on an exchange. It was quite wonderful. France, of course, is famous for many things like Beaujolais wine, La Belle du Jour, and a suicidal mass movement called existentialism. Here's a song about my trip to France. I hope you enjoy it. I was 16, you know what that means. I was horny, and my French immersion class went to France. What a good chance to practice our verbs and have sex with a dirty French man. We went to the Louvre, Notre Dame, and Versailles, and the Musée d'Orsay. I want to have sex with a dirty Frenchman today. I don't want to be diseases, I just want to be that girl in high school who had sex in France. So talk dirty to me en français. S'il vous plaît, je voudrais lick the froth off your café au lait. I want to stroke your accent aigu, and while I do, I can quote Camus. I'll butter your baguette with my Canadian brie. Let's play revolution, I'll storm your Bastille. The only French I know is oui, monsieur, oui. And since you invented it, I'm cool with a ménage à three. Ce n'est pas une pipe Marguerite, but I'd like to smoke yours. I know all the lyrics from Les Mis that were sung by the horse. No, a bibliothèque, we haven't done it there yet. Je suis tu as, il a. Just promise don't tell my dad. I learned a lot of things on that trip to France, like how to unzip a dirty Frenchman's pants. All the things you can do with an empty wine bottle. Take a moment to get the visual. My parents were proud, they paid for that trip to France. I learned how to romance, I got an A in my class, you got Canadian ass. Life experience is truly priceless. En français. En